Do you know the concept nature and nurture? Well, if you don't know as a Sierra Leonean, maybe that's one of the reasons why you don't know um, how to take care of a child very well, or you don't know where to take a place or where you need to lodge. Okay, because as a Sierra Leonean, you need to know this nature. Sierra Leone is a very vulnerable place wherein a lot of bad things are happening. So, as a parent, you need to understand these two concepts. Okay, and as a child or as someone that has grown up, um, if today is your first day getting to know what I'm coming to talk about, then you need to sit down and rearrange your life so that you will not make the mistake our parents did. All right. Nature is where you were born, like the environment, like Sierra Leone, for example. We are born in Sierra Leone, okay? And if you take it in a micro level, let's say your environment, for example, if you are born in Kisi, if you are born in let's say Central, Eastern, Waterloo, or Western, let's say Lumley, whatsoever area that you are giving birth to, this is what we call nature. And that one is out of your control, it's out of your parents' control. Yes, maybe sometimes it's their control, but if you are living in a very if you want to let's say you don't have that much money and you want to manage your fund, probably you might want to take place on the eastern area because that's where you can afford. And you giving birth, your children are supposed to be born in that particular environment. It's not basically your fault. But you need to be very careful when you are renting, even on a budget level. Okay, because this nature has a long way to play when it comes to raising your child. Because as we all know, Salon, they say now you want the born but not you want the men the picking. So that one where they say not you want the men the picking, that's where nature comes to play because you have people around you, you have people that are um, if you don't have if the people that are around you their character are not that well, then that character has to go with your has to play a role in the life of your child. Okay, and also for people, even the school, okay, the school that you have also put your child for him or her to school also has a role to play. So you have to be very careful when choosing a place and also when finding a school or whatever environment you want to live or you want your child to be involved with. You have to very much be careful because this environment has a lot to play in their lives. If you watch this kush or these drug addicts, you can attest if you're from Sierra Leone, majority percentage goes to the eastern part because eastern part is where you can find anybody or everybody, all circle, either rich, poor, average life, whatsoever life you have it in at the eastern part. But the west, they are very much segmented. Okay, you have medium, average people there, but it's very more difficult for you to see someone very poor at the eastern part, at the western part. Okay, maybe a lot of things has to get in place. Okay, like Western is more costlier than East, and the life there is more expensive, okay, than East. So that's one of the reasons why some people prefer the East than the West. Okay, now when it comes to nurture, now we have talked about nature. Now when it comes to nurture, that is where you come in as a parent. What are you teaching your child as a parent? What role are you playing in your life in the life of your child? How are you living your life so that your child can emulate or imitate this life? Are you someone, if you're a Muslim, are you someone that is praying, reading your Quran, or always do the Islamic practice? If you're a Christian, are you someone that's going to church, read the Bible, or practice the Christianity um, doctrine? You have to question yourself. So these two role or these two things has a lot to play the upbringing of your child. Don't be surprised if you see your child acting some way. Watch yourself and watch the environment that you are coming from or the environment that you grew them from. So let's say we all know, okay, in Sierra Leone, if you are used to Sierra Leone, you know that the behavior of Easterner is different from the behavior of Westerner. Okay. And this has to come with what I'm talking about now. It has to come with a lot of things that are happening in the West that are not happening in the East. Okay. And if you see your child, don't get me wrong, don't see that I'm painting East as bad. No, because there are a lot of good folks around the East. Okay. I'm living in the East. But the nurture part has to play a long way, because let's say if you are even, let's say you are living in an environment where people are not living well, but you don't have choice because of circumstances, let's say poverty or whatsoever. Okay, you don't have that choice to move from that place. But you have the choice to do to act as an example to your child. Okay, that's when you have that choice. You have that choice to do. It's not basically someone that needs to do that for you. You have that choice to play. So if you are living in the East and you are also smoking, drinking, doing all sorts of bad things, your child will imitate that. Okay. But if you are living in the East, you always go to the mosque, you always pray, you always go to the church, you always pray, read your Bible, go to Sunday school classes, you do all modesty. I believe those percentage or those things that you're doing will play a role in the life of your child. It cannot be corrupt, or she cannot be corrupt 100% by the nature. Why? Because the nurture is playing his own part. So I'm pleading, I'm talking to you. Let's work with this. Let's use, if you are unable to use nature, nature is out of your control, then nurturing should not be a problem. You play your part and let nature takes control. Thank you. It's your program, Lester.